المشروع الأخير الليلة يساعد النساء على التحكم في مستقبلهن المالي من خلال دروس عملية وتوجيهات مخصصة.
Hi, I'm Beth Clay, the founder of Finance Her Well. I'm here today to ask for an investment of 200,000 dirhams for 10% in my company. I created Finance Her Well as a transformative platform to empower women across the GCC to understand how to manage their finances and build wealth. Finance Her Well will provide one-to-one and group coaching, memberships, online courses and corporate workshops. Over the coming years, we will provide financial retreats, have a podcast, a YouTube channel, and have paid speaking opportunities. Finance Her Well will provide that personalised support tailored to the unique needs of women. I'm a very new business, so the money that I'm asking for is to provide me with targeted marketing campaigns to reach even more women and that virtual assistant support at this level. So now, Sharks, how would you like to support women understand more about financial independence?
Congratulations, Elizabeth, on your journey over here.
Thank you.
2 questions. Why are the men left out? And also tell us a little bit about yourself.
I wanted to niche down because I think that the women that I've spoken to have felt that left out in that conversation. It may be that over the coming years we might change it to Finance You Well, for instance, but for right now I really want to niche down and support women. A bit about myself. So I'm a mother of 2. I have 15 years experience actually in communications. So a little bit different from the financial side. But the reason why that's really important, I've worked for government communications and corporate in the financial PR space and communicating economic policy, is that I can make financial jargon relatable and accessible for all. And so that's why I feel like I'm really well blended for the business.
All right, thank you.
What makes this a business and not a not-for-profit, given the mission?
It has got a philanthropy element to that, and I still want to be able to do that. But women have told me that they're prepared to pay for memberships, which is I think is going to be one of the easiest ways to do this. And then we'll be able to build up with more resources, with more accountability, and then courses. People are prepared to pay for courses and coaching as well.
What's your revenue in the coming 3 years? And how do you value the company 10 years from now?
At the moment, I've looked at the total profit over 3 years that I've been able to make, which is 1.9 million. And this is based on revenues of 620 in year 1. Obviously, I'm new, so this would be with the investment that I'm asking you. And then going up to 1.6 and 2.6 in year 3, obviously 4.8. That's probably the best I can give you. At this stage, these are all projected figures.
What I'm trying to understand from your business model is that there's an element of educational content and there's an element of a community.
Yeah.
I think the educational content is not gender specific. If anybody wants to learn about financing or investments, whatever it is, there's content that doesn't differentiate. The community part, I sort of understand. Could you explain to me why you're trying to sort of reinvent the content?
I don't feel like there is enough content available for women in particular.
But why for women? But again, we agreed that content is not gender specific. We're talking about content for people to understand how to invest, how to manage their finances.
Yeah. There's a couple of things. I think, like you say, some of those personal needs for women would perhaps be within that community, but I don't think there is accessible content out there, gender specific, like you mentioned, and that's what I want to build.
So, Beth, today you don't have revenue.
So I just started taking on the first few clients.
Okay. And you referred a few times to the women you've spoken to. What is that sample size?
There's probably about 50 women that I have personally spoken to one-on-one who've spoken to that. But I know if I look at the UBS report, in total, the report found that 62% of women want to know more and want to invest more.
It seems like you're a good coach, and it's a nice business for you as a coach for you to do for yourself. But I'm not seeing this to be an investable business per se, because it's highly reliant on just you. And so for those reasons, I'm out, but I commend you on what you're doing, and I think it's very important.
Thank you.
The first thing, my advice is you need to build the authority and the community, especially because you're coming from a different industry. I feel like you're putting the cart before the horse by coming here. First, you have to build the authority and the following, and then come back and go ahead and raise investments. And so while I love the mission that you're on, and it's very important, but right now it's just too early for me. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Yeah, Beth, I think you have great energy, and I think you're serving a good cause. I think the community part and the coaching is great, but it's quite personal, and it's really going to depend on how you sort of do it. And as Amira said, it will be something that might be good for you as an individual, not necessarily an investable business. For now, I'll have to pass.
Thank you.
I'm of the view that something like this should be developed for both men and women. And you can target women if you want to, but the product should be generic. For that reason, I cannot support what you're doing, and I'm out. Thank you.
The cause which you're doing is really, really good. Not all women are fully financially independent. And I think educating them in that domain is a very, very good cause. But like the other sharks, I feel like it's too early on the stage of the business. So once you get some traction, very happy to have a conversation at that point, but right now I'm out. I wish you good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beth, you've heard all the sharks. They've given you some very useful advice. We all wish you the best, but all the sharks have declined to invest. So all the best, and hopefully we hear about your success in the near future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Today I didn't get a deal on Shark Tank, but I'm going to continue to putting everything into the business as I have already, and the fact that it's grown so far. I'm really proud of how far I've come, and I'll continue to give it the best effort I can.
You guys supported her idea, but you did not
debate.
invest in her business.
I told her it's not a business to invest in.
I think more importantly, coming on the show with no audience, no anything, no even following that you're going to monetize makes zero sense. So it doesn't matter what her target is.